I would like to thank the organizers and also TIAA for inviting me to be here today. And it's really my great honor to be able to share our views in big data, especially big data analytics and connected business with you today. I think, big data, okay, good. So I will just share with you quickly about the definition or people's view in general about big data, and I talk about a few big data success stories and opportunities for all of us. And finally, though, I would like to spend a few minutes to see how can we big data actionable, because we are not doing big data just because it's a hype. Now everybody is talking about big data, but how can we realize the benefits of big data? And okay, good. So let me just give a very, very quick overview about big data. Big data, when we talk about big data, people are talking about 3 V's or 4 V's, and some people say actually there are 10 V's, But I think in general, we agree at least the first 3 V's are important. One is volume, large volume with velocity, because information changes quickly, and information is created also quickly because of the sensors, because of the IoT technology, and also like a smartphone, etc., right? So volume, velocity, and the variety. In the past, when we talk about data, we talk about using data mining or maybe text mining to discover insight within the data set. But now we are talking about not just the data or text. We are also using video, audios, etc., right? And using the combination and analyzing the combination of different information to help making decisions. So volume, variety, and velocity. But the 4th V, actually I think is also important, is about veracity. That means because of the nature of the information, because lots of them are generated from either social network or from the sensors, and the information is not really accurate, right? So veracity is also a major characteristics about big data. So with these 4 V's and with the advance of the technology, we are now trying to use all these information to help in either business decision making or wanted to really use the data to improve our daily lives. Just based on the information here I have, based on this Gartner's study last year, they mentioned that with about 687 businesses that they interviewed, and of about 60% surveyed have started adopted the big data technology, and also they realize that big data management, because you want to handle the large amount of information, you need to have good big data platform, big data processing technology, because you need to know how to store the data, and when you need the data, you need to be able to search to find the data you need. So data processing, data storage, the basic data technology is needed. But more importantly, we think that domain-specific data analytics can provide differentiable value for each company. That's going to be the focus of my presentation here. And since this is still a fairly new, I would say still an emerging area, and but the technology is very, very different from the traditional information technology, because the technology in big data processing areas is largely open source based solutions. When people talk about big data, you probably all heard about Hadoop based solution. It's an open data technology, and so that's this is the okay, good. So next, why how does the big data generated? We know that, again, because of the technology, right? Some people call it, such like IBM call it SMAC, social, mobility, analytics, and the cloud, because of the social network and the mobility, and also the advance of the cloud. Lots of data are generated, right? And because of the generation of this, because of this technology, that the analytics is needed to analyze the information. So we call it SMAC, or IBM now kind of reverse the order, they call it CAM. CAMS, okay? And Gartner said, IDC proposed 2 years ago that the new platform, IT platform, will be a platform that can use all this technology innovatively in order to handle all the information and to discover insight and develop actionable actions from all of this technology. Now, let's look at social, right? So from this different report, we said that for almost 100% of the B2B customers that Forrester interviewed in 2013, that they said that they are already using social information to help with their business decision making. And another kind of very, very interesting data is that the social platform over here, Facebook, you see, I'm not sure, almost, the 50% of the internet users have Facebook account. They are using Facebook actively. And 29% of them, or 25% of them, are using Google+. So this shows that people are familiar and are using the social media related information in their daily lives and also in business. We also see that there are many interesting information here. We also see that the mobility here also, there are about 663 million registered Skype users. And they not only using the traditional text and the data information, as we can see that every minute there is about 100 hours of YouTube of videos uploaded per minute. Right? So information is exploding, and the information, as I said earlier, includes not just the data and the text, but also audio and a video type of information. Look at this picture here. In 2005, when we are in a meeting, everybody is listening, but in 2013, I think, thank you very much today here. You are all at least looking at the screen, right? But for this specific meeting, everybody is actually looking at their either smartphone or iPad, etc. Right? So this is about mobility, and that was developed based on a lot of IoT technology. We talk about IoT in Internet of Things and M2M, right? Machine-to-machine communication. But today we see also from the picture, earlier photo, that this is not really about M2M, machine-to-machine, but also about Internet of people. People are connected through mobile devices, right? This is about Internet of places. No matter where you are, you can talk to people and connect people in different locations using different devices, etc. So next, we can see that the key here is really the convergence of social and mobile sensor location-based technology. So we are living in the data economy, no longer just information technology. It's really about data everywhere today. And when we have such large amount of data, what do we do? People or companies have already set up different type of storage mechanisms, etc., or big data processing technology to process large amount of information. But actually there is a cost associated with storing and processing large amount of information. In order to make a difference, you need to use the information, not just the store and process the information. So analytics is very important. Analytics is my area. I've been doing analytics in the last 30 years. I spent about 20 years with IBM, 10 years with IBM Watson, TJ Watson Research Center doing supply chain analytics. And then I was with IBM Global Business Services, also using analytics to help improve business performance. Although we did not use specifically big data processing technology, we did not use Hadoop type of technology, but we use different types of analytics to solve different realistic problems. And now with the advance of the big data technology, the business analytics, so in general, analytics, we use analytics not only to analyze the historical information to see what happened before and what exactly was the problem, right? These kind of problems that we analyzed before, but because of the sensor information, because of the log information everywhere, we are able now to observe the trend and the technology trend, customer performance, customer preferences a lot better, and therefore we can use more advanced technology, including predictive modeling technology, or we call it prescriptive technology, optimization type of technology, which is more computational intensive. But because of the faster processing, big data processing technology, we can move analytics from using descriptive type of analysis, dashboard type of analysis, to a combination of prescriptive, predictive, and a prescriptive one. Also, though, there are a wide range of other technologies that can be used to analyze the data. We can use big data technology, analytics technology in general, such as text mining, data mining, to do clustering, to do customer segmentation, etc., to explore the information in the large from different sources. And we can also, with some objective, we can do optimization, we can do forecasting using different set of technology, such as statistics or operations research. And if we wanted to solve and observe real-time information and can respond quickly, such as in semiconductor manufacturing, everything happens quickly, right? If there's a defect, we wanted to be able to capture the defect immediately. In that case, we need to have the real-time processing capability. We call it stream computing technology. So technologies are now available to handle large amount of the information that comes very quickly in different forms, video, audio, text, right? It's called big data, stream computing, and there is open source technology called Storm that can handle real-time and information also. So these are kind of a summary about big data analytics technology. Let me just share with you some examples. I think there are a couple of famous examples. For example, Target store, right? They were able to know the pregnancy of a teenage girl before her dad even knew it, right? And also Google was able to identify the spread of the flu before the US CDC identified the flu, knew it happens, right? So these are all famous technology, but companies actually are using that in different business environment. The famous ones including Netflix, the movie, they were able to recommend the movies based on the individuals, their customers' historical information, and analyze their viewing behaviors, etc. And they claim that the rate is, out of 7.5 out of 10 recommendations were accepted by their customer in 2012. Similarly, Amazon is also a famous e-commerce site, and they also do personalized recommendation, and they also claim that the recommendation helps with the sales, and 92.2 products sold per second. So these are all powers of big data analytics because they analyze every single click. Someone, whenever a customer, anyone goes onto their website, they observe their clear web trail, and using that to identify their preferences and etc. as a basis for their recommendation. I wanted to mention two other companies. One is Zara. This is a fashion giant. Within just in the last couple years, this company is now one of the largest retail companies in the world. And they were able to release a new product, the fashion, from the identification of the design to the manufacturing of the clothes, and then to the make it available in their retail store. It just takes 2 weeks, and it's just and also the profit here is more than 20%, which is very, very high because in the fashion industry, the retail industry, the margin is typically only single digit. And the reason they can achieve this significant, very, very excellent ROI was because they use big data everywhere. They use not only of course, all retail stores has some kind of surveillance video set up, and they use video not only for their security, not only for the surveillance purpose, but they also observe the customer crowd. Where are customers, focused? What do they like? So they use video information. They also, of course, combine it with the customer feedback, the traditional sales records, right? But in addition to the in-store information that they gather from the store, they also combine the information from their website, online tracking, including click analysis and online feedback, etc. So they use online O2O information from their online to offline channel, and they perform fashion trend analysis. They perform, in general, overall trend analysis, customer personal experience, and the fashion, the fast design and the production, because they not only use big data analytics in their sales, in their marketing, in their forecasting area, they also change their overall supply chain. That instead of sourcing from Asia, for example, from China, they sourced all their products from East Europe because this is a Spanish company, so that they can reduce greatly the transportation lead time, and they can respond to market needs quickly. So this is a combination of using big data but also re-engineering of their business processes. They also change their supply chain policies. In order to realize the big benefits, we need big data analytics, of course. Actually, not necessarily big, but we need to be able to discover, to extract insight from large amount of information. But most importantly, you need to associate your findings, your discovery, the insight with business process transformation. That's why Zara has been very successful, and it becomes the retail giant within a short, maybe 10 years. And another success story, I think we all know it, is the recent IPO of Alibaba, right? This is the China-based company. They are they started with the e-commerce company, but they are no longer just an e-commerce company. They are online to not necessarily online to offline, but they expand from the e-commerce company to include, they have a logistic company, they have a Taobao Wang, you know, just many their subsidiary working together, the success, actually, Ma Yun, their president, the chairman, said that they are a data company. They are not just an IT company. They are a data-focused company because they also capture all data that they can reach, including every single customer order, online order. They work with their logistic companies. They have the end-to-end tracking of the shipment information. And they do micro analysis so that they understand each individual's requirements and preferences. They also do macro analysis to understand the overall trend. So now they not only get the profit from the sales of each individual item. They also sell information because they publish the price index. Since the volume on their website is very high, they can observe the overall trend. They can publish a price index. You know, they know that during this period, you know, the shoes, the suits, you know, on the average, how much, you know, people buy, right? And they, in turn, can sell this type of information to each individual company. You know, if I were a clothing company, I need to buy this type of information from them. So they are now not just an e-commerce grocery store. They are an information company. And of course, we know that they they are very successful now. Just within, after a couple months of their IPOs, right? Probably this is, everybody knows it already, right? They have exceeded the Facebook, right? And also the overall sale on their 11/11 has exceeded the combination of the Black Friday after Thanksgiving sale in the US plus their Christmas sale. So that's really how information can help if we do it right. And I wanted to point at one thing here today, at least, right? So we say that data is, of course, we wanted to do, you need to collect data, and you can, this is really that data can, and extract the insight from the data, but what we need to do if we really wanted to do well, we need to monetizing not just the transactions, not just the data. We need to use data to understand the insight. For this example, the telco, right? Telecommunication company, when they have a customer, they wanted to understand, to know better about this customer and know how to serve this customer better from the telecommunication perspective. But they can do a lot more, just like Alibaba, that they also can try to understand her friends, who is Amy, has Amy been calling, right? And when she calls the telcos competitives, they should know that this customer may turn away to another their competitor. So you need to use this type of information to do deeper analysis. And also telecom cannot sell this woman the communication service. They can also understand her preference in terms of their shopping behavior, and so that they can service better this customer by providing not also maybe retail recommendation, etc. So I think in order to use this, we need to really think outside the box, not just in the traditional way to use, just one single customer and focusing on the specific area of interest there. So in general, is my time up? 2 more minutes? Okay, so let me just say it quickly. So this chart just want to share with you that a lot of companies, in order to handle these problems well, you need to have the infrastructure, you need to be able to do analysis, and more importantly, you need to know how to use the analytics to solve problems. And so there are companies in all areas. They are not just companies, there are many, many companies in all of these areas, but the technology here is largely open source based technology. That's good news, right? In Taiwan, though, we think we definitely should make use of the open source available. We also need to build the infrastructures making use of the open source. But more importantly, we would like to focus more on the using analytics to solve domain-specific problems, because that's where the value is about. So that's our focus. And this chart just show you that the market potential is huge in all areas. There are big data, in many areas, right? In terms of networking, storage, infrastructure, and also information management instead of traditional SQL type of information management. We are talking about NoSQL because information is not really very structured, not in a very structured way. You need NoSQL type of new technology. Of course, because of large amount of data, you need to have cloud infrastructure to support that, and application analytics. And also, all companies are wanting to do big data, use big data technology. Almost all companies feel that they need consulting services. So professional services, there is really huge opportunities here. The growth rate here is at 20, 30, 40% in almost all areas. So this is an emerging area with large growth opportunities. And that's the reason that we are encouraging also companies in Taiwan, and would be happy to work with you from India, right? To see, if there's, we could collaborate here. And in TTIA, my organization and our sister organizations within TTIA, we identify the key gap here. We know that they are infrastructure, they are also open-based, open source-based infrastructure available, Hadoop-based solution, but information management in terms of data collection, from data collection to data pre-processing, data enrichment, and then use analytics to solve the specific problems. That's the areas that we are focusing on. We integrate open source and commercial technologies, but focusing on data information processing. And we just announced last Friday the big data processing platform we called Bistro, utilizing Hadoop-based solution, but also use the enhanced version developed by UC Berkeley. And we develop enhance it with the information management technology and the system management technology. We use it in different areas using big data. I mentioned Bistro and our cloud system, but also using different types of analytics. And in order to do all of this, though, it's very important to be able to connect information and analytics in different areas. So I call my talk today is about big data analytics, but also about connected business. Because when you can connect different components together, or in a business sense, if we can collaborate, you can observe even more benefit there. And finally, though, I just want to mention big data. Of course, we see that there are already many success examples there, but we need to be able to connect data with business processes, and also utilizing not just the cloud solution, but also connect information from social media network, from different type of sensors, and put people in the center to make it actionable analytics. And we see that big data in the electronic vehicle, that should be a key areas that we can, I think this is about the TIAA, right? So there are already people using big data analytics to help enhance the electric vehicle smart charging type of solution. You can analyze a lot of information. And but I want to mention this one is also, we call it there's a company called Automatic Car. That means, you know, they are trying to connect the vehicle, all kind of devices. They monitor the devices, and they just use not even a deep analytic. They just use rule-based systems. We can program, say, if something happened, then do this, right? So if when I get home, please turn my house lights on, right? And email my mechanics when the engine light comes on. So there are kind of these kind of simple rules, but through the real-time monitoring and reporting and connectivity to the cloud, they can make this happen. We also use this type of connected business type of analysis at TTIA. We work with different government agencies, the central one, Tourism Bureau, but also you work with Taipei City government and also different local government to connect the government information in terms of travel-related information. We also work with travel agency, restaurant, all of them. And the point of we also connect to open data about weather, POI information, traffic, etc. Use lots of social information so we can know that not only the traffic condition, but also know the distribution, the people in different POIs, so that we can help with the when we interact with different tourists, you know, we can make recommendation based on their preferences, right? And so this is really put the big data and a connected business in action, integrate different companies together. So this is the back end I mentioned about big data analytics platform, but also different analysis to help the tourists before, during, and after their trip, to help Taiwan, from Taiwan perspective, to help with the marketing, to let people know that Taiwan has beautiful sceneries and their tourism-related activities, right? And supported by cloud-based big data analytics and connectivity. And with this is about a 1 year project so far, and we have achieved very significant impact here. Many companies working with us have already realized the impact here. So this is the power of big data, but also the power of connectivity. And since this is from, again, TIAA workshop, I just wanted to say that currently I believe that in the vehicle area, there are many different cloud associated with tools. And within each companies, they use ERP, they use CRM, but if we can connect all of these together and not also expand, just like that vehicle automatic car that connect with different companies to form an ecosystem, the benefits would even be a lot more. So last week, ARI, my department, announced the formation of a connected business ecosystem, and we wanted to work with companies, local companies or global companies, and actually companies like IBM, and we also work with Intel, etc. There are also many small companies. We wanted to work together to build a system, to work ecosystem, and we think that when we talk about big data, you need to have flexible, it has to be supported by flexible business processes. And with that, we can create, innovation in different areas through industrial collaboration, but also through technology innovation and business innovation. And in this environment, we believe that innovation is always very important, but more importantly, it has to be supported by by the trust and the collaboration. So this innovation, trust, and the collaboration will be the key words here in the big data era. Thank you.